So Subutai arrives and he brings in some units for you. You're gonna go way over the population limit at this point. He does actually bring 2 more hunting wolves. I'm determined to keep them alive this time, because last time I let them die against the Russians. So today they will be reincarnated and they will live till the end of this campaign in glorious victory. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, yeah. So Subutai arrives. Once again, he's pretty good as an actual unit. And you may be asking why I built a siege workshop and started upgrading stuff. The reason for that is you're going to need a siege onager eventually. I'm not going to spoil why that is, but the hint's already told you, so you may have some reasoning behind estimation. But yeah, at this point, you kind of just got to defend for a bit longer. That's all you really need to do. I decided not to even bother with this blacksmith, I believe. But yeah, I started sending units. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm sending units down to the bottom of the map now. And yes, just make sure you're keeping an eye on your resources. I believe that guy is still not on an extra farm, because I'm an idiot. I believe I don't notice till much later on. And you know the 2 that were hunting deer as well? Those 2 are also doing nothing right now. I also get blast furnace just because, and I believe I upgrade to cavalier just in case I feel the need to get them later on. I don't feel the need to get them because I just decide not to. I can't really remember why cavalry archers would be better than Mangodai. Heavy cav archers. I don't know. I think it's pretty much they're slightly cheaper, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm staring him right in the face right now. And yeah, my village there. I finally noticed. Yeah, I finally noticed because I actually used the idle villager button. So I just decided to bring them down there, where my other forces are. Don't worry, they can't actually attack you down there. So just chill. But yeah, I still got my force up here just chilling. I've even got a monk in here, which I send away because he slows everyone else down. But yeah, not too much is happening now. They pretty much spent their best effort, or best last effort, and now they're just kind of chilling and staying back and not really doing that much. Yep, he's just going and sending some troops out there. I actually start repairing these trebuchets. They fared better than my last ones, at least. They're not completely broken and charred, so that's pretty good. I'm kind of annoyed by this mouse cursor thing, but whatever. I just didn't feel like replaying this one, especially how it's kind of very defensive based, and I don't really like those in RTS things, you know. Like, I understand.
The Hungarians are trying to blow up the Saho River Bridge.
Trying? What do you mean trying? They fucking blew it up. As you can see, it is already blown up, and that's the reason why we need the siege onager, and that's also the reason why we'll see later on. Actually, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen this scenario before. I basically send my guys down to where the bottom of the map once again. Every single one I have. I'm far above the population cap at this point. I've got 86, which is quite good considering. You can also convert Teutonic Knights if you want to. I don't really like them too much though, and I realize I have so much food, so I bring these villagers down as well. Even start mining some stuff. So yeah, I bring Subutai and his group down here. I even have a villager over there for some reason. But yeah, they blow up the bridge, which means they can't get to us and we can't get to them. So this is the point when I realize I'm far above the population cap and I need siege onagers. I don't know why I built my siege workshop there. Anyway, sorry, I hit the microphone there a bit. Decided to kill off my light cavalry. Still don't have enough population. I'm deciding who to kill off here. I think I eventually just kill off some villagers or something. Not that I really need the resources too much anymore. There's a bombard tower and there's also a keep, and The Hungarians really like their keeps, by the way. They have them set up like all over the area. They also have like 5 castles. I've already taken down 1, and I bring my siege workshop up there. Yeah. So I'm like deciding I'm going to kill these guys off. I actually need to kill 1 more for 74 pop. That's the annoyance about campaign, man. You just can't do anything with a 75 population limit. I should say, fortunately, that was kind of fixed in the Conquerors, because they do actually have different population caps for campaigns, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Anyway, I actually like the map here. It's pretty small, but I like the frozen over parts in the river. It's a nice touch. So I eventually decide to start going after this gate here. And there's a very easy way into the Hungarians' base. Remember, you do need to defeat them. That is the goal. And I got all these guys on gold here. I have like no farms left. I even decided to move my operation over for wood. And yes, a siege onager. Now, I don't know how many people know this, but the siege onager can actually take... Well, you'll know this if you've played this scenario. The siege onager can actually take down forests. They can take down trees like this. That wasn't a very good hit, but they can actually take down a lot at a time if they're clustered up like that. They're one of the only 2 things that can do this. The other is a trebuchet, but trebuchets can only hit 1 at a time, where the siege onager can basically flatten a forest. And yes, Hungary start building a wonder, because, I don't know, they just like to be defensive like that, I guess. Kind of annoys me, honestly. But whatever. So yeah, I decided to kind of clear a path. This is the direction I'm taking through here. I'm kind of deciding to kind of stick near this castle here. I built a castle here because if they should come up on my base here, I'd be ready for them. Because as soon as you clear a path, you're going to get hit by quite a few cavaliers, some Teutonic knights, and skirmishers. And possibly monks as well. And trebuchets. Don't forget the trebuchets. But the thing is, they can't attack you because they blew up the bridge, and they don't know about this path here. So the thing is, they build a wonder because they're forcing you into attack mode here, and if you don't know how to get through to them, you're going to lose the scenario to the wonder timer, which is kind of cheap a little, but luckily we know the siege onager can clear for us, as it says in the hints. I actually didn't know this part was also kind of broken off by trees, so I actually decided to build another castle down here. I also see a bit of the Hungarians' walls over to the left there. That's going to be my main way into their base, because the wonder is in pretty much the center, or at the back of their base, the really hard part to get to, which is very annoying. But I have a team of Mankadai here. I actually leave Subutai where he is, just because I don't want him getting killed. And my hunting dogs, man. Hunting wolves. I apologize if I said dogs at any other point as well. There's also another bombard tower here, which is annoying. But not really anything to do. Here, I'm just building castles and trying to take out this bombard tower here. And we will take out that bombard tower. You're actually about to see me do an extremely stupid move in a while. When I actually try to get through to the Hungarians' base. It's kind of strange how Hungary are the last opponent you face. It's kind of weird. So yeah, I get my castle up, and that guy just takes it. So yeah, I think I decided to put these villagers. Do I garrison them in? I can't remember. Yes, I do. Alright, so yeah, I decided to take out this wall here. I actually already took a section of the wall out. But my siege onager is going like crazy right now, so I should damage some of my own guys because I'm an absolute idiot, and randomly clicked on a tree when I was trying to get the onager to move back. So don't do that if you can. So I got to heal them up in the castles. Herbal medicines saves me. I also have a monk down here, but only one left. I don't decide to make any more. I think it was enough. And I decided to just clear the area out a bit more so I can get more through at a time. But the thing is, once you start killing guys from your castles, they'll actually just send randomly more guys to go and take them out. But they can't take them out effectively without trebuchets, and there are none here, so yeah. Until some rams come out, and they actually did send some more rams at me. That's cute. Thing is, they're not going to really do anything with these Mangudai just sitting here, especially how slow they are. I believe I got drill at some point, so I could make the siege onager move faster, but it's not really necessary. Honestly, the Mongols, I believe they get heavy scorpions at least. They actually have pretty good siege weapons. I mean, no bombard cannons, unfortunately. You saw how fast they went into China. It kind of would be a bit crazy if they got super speedy bombard cannons, but what can you do? So they do. I believe they get heavy scorpions, and they get onagers, and they get siege rams. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they do get siege rams. I know that much. So yeah, they have pretty good siege lineup there. Unfortunately, they have no. And yes, this bombard tower scared the shit out of me. I didn't even know there was anything down there. There's also a bunch of monks coming towards me. Thankfully, I eventually take out the monastery, and they just annoy me the entire game, pretty much. Monks are just terrible, man. I'm really hoping this recording goes fine as well. Me and technical difficulties, man. We get along sometimes, and other times it's just like, no, nothing's working. Sorry, but yeah, I was happy to play this scenario. This is one of my favorite. I've already said this is my favorite campaign, but this final scenario, it's strange. It's you taking on Hungary. It's like just one enemy, really. Normally it's more. In the last scenario, it's weird. I mean, the Lion and the Demon, Jesus Christ, there was 6 enemies, wasn't there? Or was there 5? It was 5 or 6. Franks, Genoese, Jerusalem, Richard, Templars. Did I miss one? I think it was 5 then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 5, yeah, I took out 3 of them, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this one's just one enemy. It's like, alright. Fortunately, I guess I went on to a point where I was saying I don't really like defense chapters and RTSs that much. That Lion and the Demon is meant to be a defense chapter, but I didn't treat it as such. So I like it when you don't have to wait a scenario. I like it when you can dictate your own pace, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I bring some villagers over to make a castle here, because I realize I'm kind of getting my ass kicked a little here. It's not too bad, but I am losing units, unfortunately. Not as much as they are, but yeah. I start repairing these trebuchets as well. Of course, I do like 4 trebuchets. That's pretty nice. I wouldn't like any more, honestly. I think 4 is probably enough. But yeah, look at all those arrows, man. Yeah, so I decided to build a castle to relieve some of the attention I'm getting. I have so much stone that I could make another 2 castles and still have so much stone left on the map for me to take. I don't decide to actually take it because I'm like, yeah, I've got enough castles, I don't need anything else, so I just leave it. But yeah, defense chapters in RTS, maybe I'll eventually get off this subject. I don't know, it's just, it's very, I just don't like them, you know. So I don't like the first part of the scenario, but the second part is definitely fun. Taking out Hungary, and they're pretty well set up, honestly. Their base is pretty big. They do have a lot of castles. It's one of the biggest bases in the whole game, I think. I mean, sure, the Khwarazm was a pretty big base as well, but I think this one takes the cake, even if it's a pretty smallish map. Maybe I'm wrong with that, I don't know. It's a pretty spread out base though, I mean there's not really too much here. So the Wonder is still quite a bit further in, but the thing is I attacked so early that they aren't even close to building anything yet, I would imagine. I don't think they've got pretty much anything out. But yeah, it's already like 45 minutes in the scenario, and this part is fun, but I'm not too sold on the first part, defending the bridge for 40 minutes. Thankfully it's not actually real-time 40 minutes, I mean 45 minutes Warcraft 3, what are you doing? But still kind of annoying. Yeah. What was I talking about again? I don't know. Of course, if you're playing on fast, that would go by quickly, 20 minutes. I mean, that's nothing at all. So maybe if you play on fast, you would find this one more tolerable. But it's definitely not the best in this one. It's still into China, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that is completely objective. And yes, I try to garrison my hunting wolves, and yeah, they can't garrison. It's unfortunate. I left these guys off of gold for so long as well at the same time. I'm terrible at idle villagers. I think I noticed that the castle over here is like extremely I don't know, it's actually pretty injured here. Or I already repaired it, okay. I must have missed that. But yeah, after you take out this castle, it's really a straight run between you and their Wonder. Apart from this bombard tower I never saw. Man, and there's a keep as well. They actually have quite a lot of towers. But yeah, I completely forgot about that actually. I don't know why I did. But yeah. Please, audio, don't talk to me. That trebuchet shot that went all the way to the left there, that was horrendous. Whoever done that should have been shot and killed. I guess we don't have gunpowder at this point though. Then again, the Mongols did try to invade Japan. They failed. They actually failed because storms, both times. They tried to invade them twice, and storms basically ravaged all their ships, and they had to turn back. They also have paladins now, which is annoying. But here's all their villagers, pretty much. Seriously, this is where like all their villagers are. So I noticed that they kind of have no defenses here. They might have a few towers, so I decide I'll just go for the Wonder. These saboteurs can actually take it out. No, I'm serious, they can actually take them out, and I haven't been using them for anything, and they'll free up population space, so boom! It's quite astounding how easy that was to take down that Wonder. But if you don't go for them quite quickly, then they are going to actually do a pretty big race on you if you take too long, because the Wonder will be ticking down, and you'll try to be frantically taking down these castles and stuff up here. I say the path I probably took is best, because you get right into the heart of their base, the back of their base, without actually having to go through the front, where it's pretty well defended. Now Scorpions, you're going to be facing a lot of them just chilling there. I think after I get spies, yep, I get spies, it was like 2,600 or something. I decided to just get it anyway, because I don't really need any more gold. I can make more Mangudai, but this scenario is pretty much over at this point. I'm pretty sure they've ran out of resources anyway. Looks like they're still making a Scorpion though. But I was just glad I took that monastery down, because they were annoying me for ages with it. I also like how these walls are now useless because they actually chop down too many trees. Oh, Hungarians, what you like? So yeah, the last of this scenario is really a Reynolds Pirates sort of situation, where I'm running around trying to destroy as many of them as you can. It's not as annoying though, because you actually can get spies. So yeah, spies does help a lot. Spies is just great, man, in the end. It's just, it helps you kill enemy units so much faster and know where everything is on the map. But the thing is, it always costs too much until you get into killing all their villagers anyway, so I guess it's kind of at that point you've won anyway, but it helps you track down whoever's running away, making town centres, annoying the piss out of you. So, it's a win, I would say. But I like how we start this out in the Imperial Age. At least we're not like stuck in the Dark Age, trying to frantically defend. That would be a nightmare. Especially after what they send you. They start in the Imperial Age as well, though. At least I don't think they started in the Castle Age. I never saw as it advanced to Imperial Age. They might have, I don't know. Alright, yeah, there's not really too much to talk about. I had to go back and decide to take out a castle over there, which is the last real unit producer. But of course, that does not finish the scenario, because that would be too easy. So I eventually have to take out pretty much every building, which I don't mind doing. I mean, you know. The one thing I find strange is how I said Burgundy almost. Yeah, Hungary is purple, like Burgundy. They're not as pathetic as Burgundy though, sorry. You know, Burgundy, they're just... I don't even know what they are, they're nothing. But at least these guys are kind of respectable. Props to them. They made me defend for 40 minutes at least. And they actually brought some fight out to me eventually, but taking down that wonder, I'm sorry guys, that was too easy. You need better defenses than that next time. Mongols are going to stomp you. And yeah, the thing about this scenario, or this campaign ending, is very ambiguous. Like, it just kind of says, yeah, Mongols were awesome. Then it kind of ends. It doesn't actually tell you what happens in the Mongols. Then again, I guess not. I don't think any of the campaigns really done that. Well, I mean, the Joan of Arc one said she was burned, and eventually France was alright, I think. I have to take down these keeps as well, apparently. But yeah, this one kind of leaves it ambiguous, but I'm pretty sure what happens after this, and I'm not too great at my history, so correct me if I'm wrong, is, so Ogatai Khan, obviously Genghis Khan's third son, as it said before, I think he basically took over so much, and then eventually, like, maybe he died after, I think, or something like that, and eventually it broke down to, like, who is in charge, and everyone was, like, squabbling over themselves in the Mongol Empire or whatever. And eventually it broke down into, like, separate, like, hordes, I believe, or dynasties or stuff like that. And eventually it all fell apart, because the Mongols, all they did was kind of just raid shit, and then, they raid shit, and then they didn't put up, like, an actual, civilization, like when they took stuff over. So, you know, of course there was nothing really to keep the empire going after Genghis Khan really died. So, yeah, I think that's what happened in history, at least. I may be totally wrong with that. Maybe maybe it stayed for like 1,000 more years and I just don't know it. I don't know. I can't even remember what time period this is around. It's like... I fucking don't know. 1100 something. Yeah, something like that. Can't remember exact date. I'm not good. Anyway, I think that's about it. I hope. Yep. So I'll let you guys see this ending cutscene.
Nothing stands between us and the Atlantic Ocean. The Mongol Empire comprises 2 whole continents. Europe and Asia belong to the hordes. Every place we entered has changed forever with our passing. Russia, once filled with quarreling city-states, much like ancient Mongolia, will forever be melded into a single gigantic nation. Genghis Khan forged the largest empire ever created in the life of one man. His body was carried back to the River Onan, where the legendary Blue Wolf and Fallow Doe once lived. He was buried in the ground, and 1,000 horsemen rode over the site to disguise it. Genghis Khan's final resting place was devoured by the steppes. My people cherish the legend that their great ruler will one day return to lead his horsemen to another bloody victory.
Alright guys, we're back. I pretty much stomped Hungary there eventually in the end. I didn't actually lose a single building, including that that tower that I almost lost in the beginning. You know what's the most important statistic though, is that I didn't lose my hunting wolves. I'm pretty sure that counts as winning the game, not winning the whole game. Yeah, so hunting wolves did survive this time. We got respect for the ones that died in Russia. So there you go, there's the timeline. And there we go with the campaign and the scenario. And that is pretty much it for the Genghis Khan campaign. I kind of hate how annoying that is to say. But now we have Barbarossa, or Barbarossa. I'm pretty sure it's Barbarossa. No, it's Barbarossa. I'm pretty sure. I fucking don't know. I'll learn as this campaign goes on. I don't really like this campaign that much. It's actually, it probably is one of the more difficult, but it's also very, I don't know, I don't really like its style very much. Some of them are okay, but this is probably the campaign I played the least. Just so people know, I'm going to play the Conquerors, because some people have asked me about this. So, yeah, there is the Conquerors. I love all these campaigns as well, so yeah, don't worry about that. I'm gonna do the Conquerors. No worries about that. I don't know if I'll take a break between after I complete this campaign and the Conquerors campaign, but I'll definitely do them. So you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed and look forward to more Age of Empires 2 with more mouse cursor and hopefully better headset next time.